NCR Voyix is a retail and restaurant technology company headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. As a global company, when we come to work each day, we see new names in our inboxes, we share elevators with other employees, and we pass by each other in the hallway. But just who are these people exactly? Many of us are colleagues, yet strangers. Let's take a minute to sit down and learn a little bit more about each other as people. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Not Just a Quick Look. I'm your host, Jenny Reinick. I work in marketing at NCR Voyix. I'm here today to highlight an amazing NCR Voyix employee, Trisha. Trisha, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So start us off by sharing your title and what department you work in.
So I'm a software engineer in NCR Voyix. I work on Aloha Cloud and hospitality. Do you want more details on what I do?
We'll get there. So how long have you worked here?
I think I hit 4 years in October.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And how did you initially find your job here?
I think so. I went to the career fair. I went to UGA, and I applied to a bunch of different companies, and I saw NCR had a huge line. So, of course, I had to join that line.
Yes.
And then it was around COVID when that hit. Yeah, that was around the time I was applying. So I ended up not applying to as many places as I wanted to. But NCR was on the list of places that I had already interviewed with. And I got an offer from there, and then I just kind of ended up here.
Cool. Yeah, all the best places have the long lines.
Yeah.
So you went to UGA. What did you study at UGA?
I studied computer science.
Cool. And do you feel like you use what you learned in school in your day-to-day job?
Not exactly. Mm-hmm. I do mobile development, and I did take one class at UGA for mobile development, but it was an 8 a.m. class, and I would miss it a lot. So I feel like if I had known I was going to end up being a mobile developer, I probably would have attended that class more.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And where are you from originally?
So I was born in North Dakota, which is kind of random, but then I moved to Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, when I was 8 years old. And then I moved to Athens, Georgia for college, and then I moved to Atlanta 4 years ago.
Cool. Awesome. And if you had to explain what you do to a 10-year-old kid, how would you explain it?
Oh, that's a good question. So basically, I work on a point of sale system. So any restaurant you go into, whenever they take your order, they enter in all the information on the point of sale. So whatever menu items are there, all the payment information, it goes through the point of sale system. So I basically work on an app that goes on that point of sale device.
Cool. And how do you connect with other people? So outside of your direct team, how do you connect with other people at the company?
Outside of my direct team? I guess just fun Thursdays, socializing with everyone. And then I've met a lot of people who are on my team, but they maybe went to school with people from different teams. So I'll get introduced to them through people on my team. And then, yeah, I think it's just people I know who know of other people, and just networking that way. Yeah. And I see you have a hackathon shirt on.
Yeah. Do you typically do that with the same team that you work with, or do they assign you randomly to a team, or how does that work?
I think in the past it's just been kind of volunteer based. So the first hackathon I did, I think I worked with people who were on my direct team, and then maybe not last year, but the year before, I think I just kind of reached out to anyone who was interested in an idea, and we just worked together, even though we weren't on the same team.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What project did you work on last year for Hackathon?
I think, last year I think I didn't actually have time to work on it. But the first year that I had joined NCR, I worked on a voice ordering drive-through kind of bot thing, and that ended up going to the top 100 or something like that.
Ooh, very cool.
So yeah, that was very exciting for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So would that be kind of we've seen the chat bots in the drive-through?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you share a project or accomplishment from your time here that you're really proud of?
It's a good question. I've never actually thought about this. I guess what we've recently been working on, it's Clutch Loyalty, which is like a third-party loyalty service, and then we kind of integrated it with our product. So that was a really cool project because I onboarded a lot of people to the point of sale project. So I got to like teach a lot of people about the project, and then there's a lot of UI work, which I enjoy doing. So
Cool.
yeah.
And then you said that your hackathon project made it into the top 100.
Yeah.
So did you get to like meet new people during that project?
That one I worked with the people that were already on my team. So I don't think we really met a lot of people, but it was still fun. And I think at the like end of the hackathon, when they had like the big webcast and everything, we got to see like everyone's hackathon project, and that was really cool too.
Yeah. You got to see what all the other teams worked on too. What is something that you're currently learning or interested in learning?
Like technical or outside?
Anything.
It's kind of random, but I started taking like ballet classes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're interested in learning more about ballet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
It's
that
a
for like just to have a nice hobby outside of work?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good stress reliever for me, I feel like. And I feel like I always need to keep myself busy.
Right.
So it's just something to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. What is something about you that might surprise even the people on your own team?
That I do ballet.
Oh, they don't know that yet. Okay.
I don't think so.
They're going to find out when your podcast episode airs. And what's your favorite thing about your role here?
I like all the flexibility we have. Like, I actually live right across the street, so I can kind of just come in whenever. It's very easy for me to come in, and then I like specifically on this team, there's a lot of like mentorship opportunities, which I feel like if I moved to a different team or like a different company, I wouldn't get as much of. Just because I've gotten more familiar with the product and so many people are trying to learn it at this time. Yeah, I enjoy like teaching other people.
Got it. Okay, so like new people are coming onto your team and you're kind of mentoring them, and telling them all about how everything works on your team.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. What are you most excited about when it comes to the future of the company?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think I'm excited for all the like new hires because I feel like we're getting a lot of really smart kids, and I don't know. There's a lot of opportunities with like all the smart people that we're getting.
Yes,
so.
A lot of eager new hires.
Yes.
What do you like to do for fun outside of work other than ballet?
Okay. I feel like I've gotten kind of obsessed with ballet. That's like mostly what it is. But I also like to like paint and draw. I think I'm just a very artistic person. So any type of art.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you a member of WIN?
I am, yes.
Yes. I've seen that they did a painting like activity before.
Oh yeah, I think I did that one.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Everyone came up and showed their paintings that they had made.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to a younger person who's just starting out in their career?
I would say to just not be afraid to ask a lot of questions, because I think when I first started out, I was really scared of feeling like dumb for asking like stupid questions. But now I'm like, I should have just asked, like, because no one expects much of you when you're new, and that's a really good time to learn as much as you can.
Yes, totally normal to have questions, especially in the beginning.
Yes.
Like you said, when people aren't expecting as much. So of course you're going to have questions.
Right.
Cool. Well, Trisha, it was great to learn a little bit more about you. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Not Just a Quick Look is a production of NCR Voix Corporation. Thank you to Linton Felix, Duval Johnson, and the staff of Bell Studios for production and editing help. Thank you to all of our NCR Voix employees who have participated as a guest on the show. Our cover art is by Ariana Cole. Our website is ncrvoyix.com, ncrvoyix.com. Any opinions stated in Not Just a Quick Look are those of the podcast guest and or host, not NCR Voix Corporation. Subscribe to our show to get updates about new episodes. Thank you for listening to Not Just a Quick Look, available wherever you get your podcast. Copyright NCR Voix Corporation 2024. All rights reserved.